Hi there, my name is Brian. I also go by the nickname as Pup Deuce. I am a veteran in the game of tennis. I've been playing for about 18 years, starting in 2017. And I was asked a question on proper nutrition or hydration for the week of, the night before, after matches, and also in between matches would be great info for a player to help them with their tennis journey. So, some of the common issues that players have uh, during their tennis match is dealing with fatigue, cramps, low energy, and sometimes slow recovery. And so the best thing is to prepare before your match day or your match weekend if you're playing in a tournament. So this video will cover the week of before a tennis tournament, the night before, match day, and also in between matches, and also during the match. And finally, at the end, we need to work on our recovery. So let's first start off with like nutrition and hydration the week leading up to a match. So first off, let's focus on nice, simple, balanced meals that have great lean protein like chicken, fish, and if you're vegetarian, tofu is a great protein for you for muscle repair and giving you some of that energy, and also complex carbs. So that's the quinoa, brown rice, sweet potatoes. They are great for sustained energy. Um, I would avoid simple carbs uh, like white rice or white bread because they will give you energy, but they're quick for like digestion and for quick use. And so you won't have that energy reserve during your matches. Um, and also fats are also good in your diet. So like healthy fats like avocados, nuts, olive oil, and fats do have a higher density or a higher calorie count because it does give you more energy, but having a good dose of healthy fats do help in preparing for the week. Um, Next, we can go into hydration. So, drinking plenty of water throughout the week. Aim for about half of your body weight in ounces. So, if you weigh 160 pounds, go with 80 ounces of water um, within the day throughout the whole week. I would start a week before your match tournament day because it gives your body some time to acclimate of being well hydrated. I would also include a little bit of electrolytes in your drinks. So if you like the taste of coconut water is a great way to get your electrolytes. You can also use electrolyte powders or in sports drinks in moderation. Sports drinks, it's great to have sports drinks during matches, not before, because sports drinks have like extra additives to it, so like sugar and salt that you don't really need right now before your tournament weekend. So I always stick to something very simple. Um, it's great to if you can avoid excessive like caffeine, processed junk food, and even like alcohol. With alcohol, it does cause you some dehydration. Let's go on to the night before a match with your nutrition and hydration. So, best thing to do for pre-match prep is dinner time, have a carb-focused meal. So, like pasta with lean protein, like the chicken, or you can do a simple stir-fried rice. I would use brown rice instead of white rice. Um, you can go a full like lean protein like salmon and then steamed veggies. So having a well-balanced meal and having some carbs with it. So having the pasta or having some of the rice and maybe some of the potato. And finally, like for hydration, hydrate before bedtime. So having the water and electrolytes the night before, especially if it's going to be a hot day for your tournament day. So if you're playing around noontime and that's going to be the hottest time of the day, make sure that you are hydrated and have electrolytes in you so you can avoid cramping. Um, so yeah, and also avoid like heavy meals. So nothing too greasy or anything too spicy. Spice can help. Sorry, spice cannot help you with your digestive tract because it will cause irritation, and so best to avoid that. Um, Alcohol, like we said, it causes dehydration, um, or also avoid sugary drinks because it could give you a spike in your sugar level that keep you awake. And so it's not great if you're trying to focus on your match. Okay, let's go on to match day nutrition and hydration. So when you wake up, if you can, about 2 or 3 hours before your match time, it will give you some time to digest, have something uh, a little bit more complex carbs, so like an oatmeal, and maybe have a banana for quick digestion and nutrition right then, and have some peanut butter because of the nut fat and it helps with sustainability. You can have some eggs, whole wheat toast, and some fruit. Or you want something very quick and easy, you can do a smoothie, like a protein smoothie. So I put in some protein powder, some fruit for some of those quick sugars, and Greek yogurt. Have some snacks, just very simple snacks, about like 30 to 60 minutes before your match. So like that's like the banana and granola bars. You can even do the energy gel if you like. Depends on what you like. Definitely have some of the electrolytes. So I usually chug down about 32 ounces of water with 2 electrolyte tablets. That way I am safe from cramping before I play the match. And also start drinking at least 30 minutes before the match. Like anything before then is better so your body can actually absorb um, the water. Ba, 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 ba. And let's go on to like during the match. So again, keep it very simple. You're excessively exercising, and so you don't want to overly abuse your body. And so during a match, you can have some simple snacks. So having a banana or have your energy gel. I have taken the energy gummies, and so I like to have a gummy in between changeovers, and so I just pop it in my mouth. Um, I tend to slowly chew on pieces of the gummy in the first like point or two, just so I can just sustain that gummy and just to like refocus to like calm my mind. And also in between changeovers, you should take sips of your drink. So don't, I know it's tempting at times, but don't chug down water or your sports drinks. It's very hard on your digestive system if you are like chugging down a lot. So I would just take sips of your sports drinks, and I take a little sip of regular water just to wash out my mouth before I go out and play. All right, let's go on like in between matches. So if you're playing a tournament and if you are playing multiple matches in the same day, it's good to have a plan in between matches. So have some, again, simple snacks. So like fruits, like bananas, oranges, watermelon's a great one because it's mostly water. You can have some protein bars, some nuts, some trail mix. Trail mix are great. It has some simple sugars in there. So like those M&Ms or the raisins, give you some like quick energy back. Um, you can make yourself a sandwich. I like It's a very simple PB&J sandwich. Get you your sugar, get your fats from the peanut butter. Depends on what bread you're doing. A little bit more complex carbohydrates with like a whole wheat bread to help with sustained energy, and still hydrate. Again, going back to that 30 minutes, 60 minutes before your match, if you have that time, rehydrate. Definitely rehydrate. Um, you can, again, put in some electrolyte tablets into your water. I use my 2 tablets in the 32-ounce water, chug that down just so I can get that done in my system, then slowly sip water before my match. Avoid high sugar drinks because you're going to get a raise in your blood sugar and then you're just gonna crash uh, during your match. So we don't want that. We want to sustain our energy. We want to stay at our top level as much as we can. All right. Now we're going on to like post match. So this is at the end of the day. You finish all your matches, whether you are done from the entire tournament or if you have another set of matches the next day. Um, take in those lean protein. So again, those chicken, the fish, the tofu, and get those carbs in as well because you burned off a lot of energy while playing your matches. So have grilled chicken with brown rice or salmon with quinoa, um, steamed veggies, stir-fried veggies if you want something a little bit more. You can also, um, if if you want something like very simple, a little treat, chocolate milk is great. It's a great way for a mix of like protein from the milk and a simple sugar from the chocolate. Great for muscle recovery. Um, Keep on hydrating. You sweat a lot during your match, so replenish. And we don't want to have cramps. Um, Make sure to stretch um, after the end of the day. That way, you keep your muscles nice and limber. Foam roll if you have any tough spots anywhere within your body. Um, a light cool down to just prevent the overall soreness, get that lactate acid as much out of your body. But yeah, I want you to also keep in mind you can adjust your nutrition based on like yourself, what you like to eat. Um, you also can adjust depending on the weather. If it's going to be a hot day, you're going to need to hydrate a little bit more. Maybe take a little bit more time for yourself when you're in between points or in changeover. Uh, Take that rest time, really do. And when you're experimenting with a different diet or how you play during your match, try simulate as much as you can as you're playing a match. But this is during practice time, so you can make the mistakes right now. But try to keep it simple during match days. All right. I know it's a lot, and I want to hear about what you guys do. Like, what are your go-to pre-match meals? What do you do during the matches? So, how much do you drink in sports drinks, or do you do the electrolyte tablets or just simple water? What are your strategies? So please make a comment below, and I'd like to hear from you. Thanks, Ruff.